Have you ever pondered what happens after death? Does it intrigue you, scare you, or both? This question, as ancient as humanity itself, continues to captivate our minds and stir our souls. It's a question that transcends cultures, geographical borders, and eras. From the spiritual practices of the East to the philosophical debates of the West, the question of what happens after we draw our last breath has shaped our beliefs, our rituals, and our very understanding of life itself. There are countless theories and beliefs about the afterlife. Some envision it as a place of eternal peace, while others see it as a realm of judgment or reincarnation. Some believe in a spiritual existence, while others adhere to the concept of nothingness. Each perspective, each belief, is a testament to our collective curiosity and our innate desire to understand the unknown. The mystery of the afterlife remains one of the most intriguing enigmas of our existence. In the midst of this uncertainty, emerges a peculiar character who claims to have visited the afterlife. He was an enigmatic figure from the heart of Sweden, a man of science, philosophy, and theology, who intrigued the world with his extraordinary assertions. He spoke of a unique ability he possessed, one that allowed him to leave his physical body behind in the realm of the living, transforming into a spiritual entity. This transformation, he claimed, enabled him to freely traverse into the world that awaits us after death. Imagine the fascination and disbelief that swept over those who heard his tale for the first time. A man, just like any other, who claimed to have strolled through the ethereal landscapes of the afterlife, conversing with spirits and returning to share his experiences with the living. His journey into the spirit world was not a one-time event. Over 2 decades, he repeatedly ventured into this enigmatic realm, documenting all that he saw and heard. His observations, he insisted, were not influenced by existing religious beliefs or cultural constructs. They were based solely on his personal experiences and interactions with the spirits he encountered. His accounts painted a vivid picture of the afterlife, challenging conventional views of heaven and hell. He described a world not dictated by punishment and reward, but one where spirits continued to evolve and learn, much like we do in our earthly lives. His revelations about the afterlife have astounded many, and left even more skeptical. Some dismissed his assertions as the ramblings of a delusional mind. Others, however, found in his words a comforting answer to the age-old question of what happens after we die. Whether his experiences were genuine or a product of an imaginative mind, one thing remains clear. His tale continues to provoke thought and stir debate about the mysteries of the afterlife, making him an unforgettable figure in the quest for understanding life beyond death. Let's delve deeper into his extraordinary journey and what he claims to have experienced. As he journeyed into the realms beyond, he was greeted by landscapes of unimaginable beauty, a paradise that seemed to be the perfect epitome of peace and serenity. He described it as a place of pure love and light, where souls basked in an eternal state of bliss. On the other side of the spectrum, his accounts of hell were equally vivid, but starkly contrasted. He spoke of a realm of darkness and despair, where souls were trapped in their own torment. The pain was not inflicted by any external force, but rather it was the manifestation of their own guilt, regret, and unresolved issues that created their personal inferno. In between these two extremes lay the spirit world, a place that was neither heavenly nor hellish. It was a realm where souls continued their journey of growth and self-discovery, guided by higher beings who had achieved a state of enlightenment. He described it as a place of learning and progression, where souls were nurtured and prepared for their next phase of existence. His descriptions were not just mere words. They were painted with such detail, emotion, and conviction that they seemed to transcend the boundaries of imagination. He spoke of colors that don't exist in our earthly realm, of sounds that were harmoniously melodious, of feelings of love and unity that were profoundly deep. The concept of an afterlife is a topic that has intrigued humanity for millennia. It's a subject that stirs deep emotions, raises existential questions, and triggers intense debates. Regardless of our personal beliefs, his accounts provide a fascinating perspective that challenges our understanding of life and death. These descriptions have captivated the minds of many, bringing forth a sense of awe and wonder. They offer a glimpse into a realm that remains unseen to our physical eyes, yet deeply felt in the core of our being. Like any extraordinary claim, his story was met with both skepticism and belief. As the tale of his journey to the afterlife spread, it provoked a wide range of reactions. Some dismissed it outright, skeptical of such a fantastical voyage. They argued that these experiences were nothing more than the product of an overactive imagination, hallucinations brought on by stress, or a desperate attempt to rationalize the mystery of death? After all, how could one claim to have seen the afterlife and returned? On the other hand, there were those who found solace and hope in his descriptions of the afterlife. These believers found comfort in the idea that death was not an end, but a transition to another plane of existence. His detailed depiction of the afterlife provided a sense of reassurance, a balm to the fear and uncertainty that often accompanies thoughts of our mortality. As the debate raged on, it became evident that his story had struck a chord. Whether one believed or not, his journey into the afterlife had touched upon a universal human curiosity and fear. What happens to us when we die? His story was not just a tale of a man's journey into the afterlife, but a mirror that reflected our own fears, hopes, and beliefs about death. The skeptics questioned, the believers found comfort, and those undecided were left to ponder. His claims, as extraordinary as they were, opened up a conversation about the afterlife that continues to this day. His descriptions of the afterlife have found their way into the works of philosophers, theologians, and even scientists. The debate rages on, with skeptics and believers continuing to argue their points. Yet, regardless of where one stands on the issue, it's undeniable that his story has left an indelible mark on our understanding of the afterlife. Whether we see it as a comforting promise of life beyond death, or a fascinating tale spun from the depths of a man's imagination, his journey into the afterlife remains a captivating piece of the human narrative. Despite his vivid descriptions, the mystery of what happens after death remains. Throughout our exploration, we have delved into the profound question that has puzzled humanity since time immemorial. We've journeyed with the enigmatic traveler who claimed to traverse the border between life and death, sharing his unique experiences and insights into the afterlife. We've considered his assertions, his descriptions of the ethereal realm that awaits us beyond our mortal coil. His accounts, while fascinating, are but one perspective in the vast tapestry of beliefs and theories that encompass the human understanding of death and what lies beyond. We've also listened to the skeptics and believers, each with their own interpretations of the traveler's tale. Some see in it validation of their own beliefs, while others dismiss it as mere fantasy. Yet, even amidst the debates and disagreements, there is a common thread. The fascination with the afterlife, the curiosity about our final destination, remains a universal constant. The enduring mystery of the afterlife continues to captivate us, drawing us into its enigmatic embrace. It is a question that has echoed through the ages, from the ancient philosophers to the modern scientists, from the spiritual seekers to the curious skeptics. It is a question that transcends cultures, religions, and scientific disciplines. As we reflect on our journey thus far, we realize that the answer may not lie in a single explanation or theory. Perhaps it is in the multitude of beliefs and perspectives, in the shared human experience of wonder and curiosity, that we find the true essence of the mystery. As we continue our quest for knowledge, the question remains, what truly happens after we exhale our last breath? Perhaps the answer lies in the journey itself, the journey of seeking, questioning, and exploring. The journey of embracing the mystery and, in doing so, discovering more about ourselves and the world we inhabit. The journey, in essence, of being human.